There are a ton of Volkswagen Bugs in the Cars movies, and yet Mattel has only made one of them. That being Cruz Bisoro, who is Carlo Veloso's crew chief in Cars 2. And that's it. So to say the least, when Mattel announced they'd be doing a second Volkswagen Beetle called Xanadu Bumpers from Cars 3, I was super excited. And that was over a year ago that we got that leak. And here he finally is. Or wait a second, it actually kind of looks like a female based on the eyeliner there. So Xanadu, I'm not too familiar with that name to be completely honest. So I think this is a female. And she is in the Cotter Pin series for 2019. Also 2018, the years are kind of blending in this time around. I really do like that sign right there and how they simplified it from how it is in the movie. And by the way, I have that sheet of paper because I'm going to use it for the thumbnail with her. Now, if you guys don't already know, this is like the third or fourth time I've talked about it. I got all these new cars, Biz Torqsen, which we'll talk about in a couple seconds here, from GetMeCollectibles in Case E. All the information for him and the case are in the description below if you want to check that out, possibly order one yourself, or if you just want some of the individual cars, you can do that too. And there you actually have the logo for the Cotter Pin Bar and Grill. That is where McQueen meets Smokey. Friends of the late, great, fabulous Hudson Hornet gather at the Cotter Pin. And you can see some upcoming releases like Jenny Towlin and Vanden Kerr. Jenny will be in the case after the next case. Vanden might be in there as well, but it's not confirmed. Andrew is in the next case, which is being found so far only in Australia, and Bill Revs is in this case as well. Which brings me to my point here. Which car do you want me to review next? You can please vote in the poll in the top right-hand corner. The options for today are Bill Revs, also from the Cotter Pin. We have Cars 3 Bob Cutlass. Metallic Nick stickers from the Scavenger Hunt series. He looks awesome. Another one from the Scavenger Hunt series is Biz Torqsen, who happens to be a super chase, even though I think she's one of the most boring cars in the case. And last but not least is Kiel Motorray, a Mini Cooper with luggage that appeared next to Steve Hearsell, who I reviewed yesterday. Link to that review is in the description below, along with the card suggestion pop-up. Now, Xanadu won the poll on that video by a decent margin. Since there were so many options, the poll results were pretty split amongst everybody, and surprisingly Bob Cutlass came in second. I'm pretty surprised for just a variation. I mean, everybody else in that poll was a brand new character, so I was kind of shocked about that. And so he'll probably win this poll, and I will review him probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't like doing them daily. I don't like doing videos on Monday. Monday's like a slump day. Or maybe I can change that and actually do a video on Monday and kind of change the way we think about Mondays. But anyway, I'll be right back here with Xanadu opened up. Now, you might be thinking, Disney Docket, what's going on here? Your video's quality looks way better in this one than all of your other videos, and that's because I literally just got a new phone today. It is the iPhone XS Max in gold, and I am so excited. The only reason I get a new phone is to produce better quality content. Because that's, in my opinion, what really improves with every phone. It's the camera. And I think that will always be the thing. Each phone, the camera quality will be 30 to 40% better. Sure, we got facial recognition now and some other added bonuses, but let's be honest here, at least for producers, I think the camera quality is really why we buy new phones. So anyways, that is why the camera quality looks a little bit better. or just different. If you don't think it looks better, that's also probably why the audio might sound a little different. I'm not sure about that because I haven't tested it, but I think the quality looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited to do some new stuff because I've been waiting to do like stop motions and stuff like that until I got this new phone so I could really do it in the best possible way. But now getting into the review here of Xanadu, she did appear in the Cotter Pin as we know, and ironically, she is the only car that they are releasing that did not get a frontal view. She's only seen once, very briefly, as McQueen and Smokey are entering, and she's looking at the band. You don't even see the front of her, which in my opinion is kind of disappointing. They focus on a whole bunch of the Cotter Pin goers, dwellers, whatever you want to call it. And there's this one in particular, there's a picture of him that they aren't releasing, at least right now. But you get a clear shot of that one, whereas Xanadu, you don't. So in my opinion, they should have released that one and not Xanadu. But I guess I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite because I love my Volkswagen Beetles and I'm glad that they're doing this one. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. And as for more Volkswagen Beetles in the future, I definitely think it's a possibility. It's so easy to produce. They're so small. And they already have the rights from Volkswagen if they release Fillmore like every single year. You can see, I mean, they have the big Volkswagen VW logo on his hood there. There we go, if you can focus in on that. Just trying to get the feel for the new camera. It's a little less sensitive, like the buttons, like the zoom. So I'm just trying to get the feel for that. So she has a nice smiling expression here. Let's zoom back in again. My gosh, there we go. You can see the nice blue eyes there. A little grainy, but not as bad as on Steve Hearsell, in my opinion. Some nice headlights there. Bumper. The rims are gray with a little red trim, which really complements her maroon color. And she's got a little dust and kind of grayness throughout her, which makes sense for, just car living in a smaller town like this that, has some dirt roads, I would assume. You got a little bit of the black fender there, which is typical for all Volkswagens. And I will show you that in comparison to Cruz Bisoro in a second here. Her license plate is S0612T. It looks like that last digit's like kind of cut off. 12T, it does look like it, and then the text above it is super blurry, so Thailand kind of messed up that one. I think Steve Herschel's license plate was a lot clearer. Let me actually grab him real quick. I did kind of put him as an Easter egg back in Luigi's Casa della Tires. Yeah, I feel like Grim Grin here was a lot clearer, but I mean, it's a little bit. So Thailand, you gotta work on the clearness of your decals. I do like this little vent here that's pretty nicely done. It's textured. The taillights are cool too, and the exhaust pipes. Ooh, 51st week of the year. The previous cars we've reviewed from this case, like Steve and Richie, were the 52nd week of the year. And there you have Volkswagen, because they gotta credit that. And if you guys don't know, L51 is the year 2018 and 51 for the week that this car was produced. Don't know what A stands for, but it's probably the factory that it was made in. There we go. Every time I zoom, I really have to smack the camera, so that's why it moves a little bit. So here's Cruz Bisoro, and now she is, or he, Cruz is a he, is made in China, so that's why they look a little bit different, but they're generally the same casting. I like that they kind of add some details like the silver stripe going down the hood there, and it also looks like, yeah, she's a unibody, obviously, whereas Cruz Bisoro has that moth plate going on there. The wheels are a little bit different. You can see that silver part of the fender there, that partial is, I don't know, that partial part, I was gonna say, is always like a different color than the rest of the body, which is when I saw her in the package originally, like I just saw this side, I thought it was like a big chip, but then I realized, nope, we're good. On the back here, you can see that Cruz Bisoro does have like that grill or that vent that I was talking about, but it is not colored in and it is not near as prominent as it is on Xanadu, so that's a nice upgrade for sure. The taillights also look a little bit more realistic. There's some better detailing around the license plate, although Cruz's is probably a little bit better quality. Nope, China did a pretty bad job with that one as well. Man, fishbowl, you can barely read that. Now, I think Cruz Bisoro is coming out from Thailand in a couple cases here. I think he'll actually be in the case with, who was it? Yeah, Jenny Talon. He'll be in the case with her, I think, along with a bunch of other new cars. So that is pretty much it here for Xanadu. Thank you guys so much for watching. And just to give you like a sense of size, because she is super small, like you can see Polly Puddle Jumper towers over her a little bit. And Polly is super small, so that kind of gives you guys an idea. Although I would say it's realistic. Look at these. These cost the same amount to retailers, but they probably cost a lot more for Steve to produce than Xanadu. Or maybe not. Maybe with the rights to Volkswagen comes out to be the same. But anyways, thank you guys again. I really appreciate all of the recent support. It's been a lot of fun producing all these videos lately because it's been a great interaction with the fans. You guys have been just giving me some really positive reactions to the case unboxing and the subsequent reviews. So we're going to keep it going here. We got 5 more to go, and then after that, hopefully the next case will be right around the corner and we'll review those as well. I'm thinking about getting the cases so I can unbox those too, because you guys seem to really enjoy the unboxing, and I did too. Like, I have no problem buying it if like there's a lot of new cars in the case, because if there's only one, like the Megan Shifter case last year, there's really no point in buying it, at least to me personally. Maybe to you there is. Not to me though. So thanks again. Hopefully you're liking the new quality as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably not. Maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, but soon for another video. I might live stream soon as well. I've been really getting an urge to live stream. So we'll see what happens. Enough rambling. Bye now.